I'll speak to Dr. Imtiaz Sooliman from the Gift of the Givers Foundation, which is preparing to go and assist as well those that are stuck along the N3 and other routes. Dr. Sooliman, a very good morning to you. Thanks very much for your time. Perhaps you can give us an update first as to sort of what you know and just how desperate the situation is from what you've been told what your teams have seen.
Good morning, Vio. I've been getting calls from family members. This morning, in fact, from 4 o'clock this morning, we were getting messages from general people saying, can assistance be given in any way? From early this morning, we've been trying to get hold of pilots, helicopters, tow truck companies, and all of them said they can't move. The helicopter company said there's no way they can fly in the weather. It's too risky. The tow truck company said they themselves are stuck. They can't move through. Our teams are right now on the highway with the Road Traffic Inspectorate and the N3 toll concession company. As the graders are working, we are following behind them. We've got supplies, blankets, bottled water, drinks, and energy biscuits. That's the best to take right now. While that's being done, we're getting information from different parts, but we are told that it's completely gridlocked. The N3 and the roads around the N3, the back roads, the snow is too high. People are stuck. They can't move about. The other family members are saying that my husband is there with my 2 children. They don't have blankets. They don't have food. They don't have water. Another person just said, my brother-in-law's got is an insulin-dependent diabetic. He's there with his wife and 3 children. They don't have supplies. Most people have called to say they've lost communication with their family members. Either the cell phone is dead or the network has died. I think the network has died because I can't get hold of my teams anymore. And I tried getting hold of them earlier. It goes through for a couple of seconds and it drops. So I think the network is a problem. And we've set up in escort at a hall. My teams are cooking meals there and providing hot drinks and just normal drinks as people come out from there. And when they get out, if they want to make a stop, I'll give the exact address a little later. They can stop and have free meals. We're also trying to make contact with garages on the road to say that if people come here and have difficulty, we will fund hot meals, snacks and hot drinks for the people, especially truck drivers. We're getting calls from truck driver companies to say their drivers got nothing on site. They don't have any food. Their phones are dead. So it's a combination of no phone working or network failure, no food, no water, blankets waiting between 6 and 12 hours in some cases. The challenge is, if I look at the insulin-dependent diabetic, are there other patients that may require evacuation for medical reasons? Right now, you can't put a helicopter there, you can't put an ambulance there, so all we can do is wait for the graders to work and for the cars to go either in the direction of traffic or maybe turn around and go against traffic to come out of there. That's the RTI got to make that decision.
But then, Dr. Sooliman, if the roads are gridlocked, tow trucks can't move, helicopters can't go there, how are you going to be able to get the supplies where they are needed?
Well, the graders are working. My teams are right now in the thick of it. But it's only one part. It's a big area that's covered. Greytown, Tugela, Harrismith, Ladysmith, Escort, Harwick, Moy River. It's all over. We can't get everywhere. But wherever the teams have started, they're driving behind the grader. As the grader is opening the road, they're getting in. And they can supply. We can't supply everybody. We can start off at the beginning and do what we can. Hopefully, some of the things in the areas. We also, and when that happens, the cars will be able to go through. Right now, no other vehicles must attempt to come on those roads. If those can turn around and go back, better turn around and go back. So create an opportunity for other graders to go in or the road to open up. So whoever can go out, please go out and turn around, if necessary, turn around and go back. The RTI, as I said, will have to facilitate that. We're going to drive against oncoming traffic. They'll have to close the roads because there's going to be no other way. We had a similar situation many years ago, and people were stuck for a long time, for more than 2 or 3 days. They were cold, they were hungry, the fuel ran out. You couldn't keep the car on all the time. You have gas emission in the car. It's too risky. So whoever can get out and just don't continue your journey. Just get out and go wherever you can where it's safer to get out. We should do that to ease the burden on the RTI and those who are trapped further in.
What lessons were learned from that particular situation in which you've just described, which happened a few years ago?
There's no lessons to be learned. I think that toll court should have closed the roads earlier, to be honest. if they knew the snow was coming and this has happened before, the road should have been closed earlier. That's the only thing I can tell you. You can't stop snow from falling. You can't change the weather pattern. You have information that the snow is coming. Warnings should have been set up earlier, and actually the road should have been closed earlier.
In fact, Simon Zwane from the Road Traffic Management Corporation, who is in Harrismith, who spoke to before we spoke to you, described the situation, a rather helpless situation where he says the trucks keep coming and they are refusing to be stopped.
Sorry, they refuse to stop?
He says they are refusing, many of them are refusing to be stopped.
Well, those companies was, I mean, it's after the fact now, but those companies need to be called. But I mean, if you close the road, you can close the road. Nobody can go through once you close the road. How did they close the road?
I didn't understand that. I didn't understand that either. But on your part, Dr. Sooliman, what help do you still need? What will make it a little easier for you to be able to do what you're best at?
For now, to be honest, we have reserves, we have supplies. We're not asking for anything. You know, we can supply items on the road. All we're saying that people who really need it should use it. Those who don't need it should carry on. We'll try to help as many people as possible. We'll pay the garages if the people can get there. The whole thing is about access. You know, we can provide the supplies, we can provide the drinks, we can provide the meals, we can provide the blankets, but is there access? That's the big challenge. I think from the different areas, if people could come in, farmers, any other construction companies who got graders, please come in. Don't wait for the RTI. Don't wait for the Falcon. If you can assist anybody in the area, you can use your graders, and the more people get involved, the faster we can clear the road, the faster people can get out from there. The cold and the hunger, and especially with children and ill people, the more long it's prolonged, the more we probably could have casualties along the way. So if anybody can help in any way, just get involved.
Well, I hope people are indeed listening, Dr. Sooliman. Thank you very much for your time. Of course, that organization, Gift of the Giver, is doing their utmost best. But as Dr. Sooliman is saying, some things are just going to be difficult for them.